Hey guys, it's Ivory. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be doing another wear test. I will be testing out the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation that you see right here. It's not exactly new in stores, but it is the first time I will be trying this. I have not tried it at all. I've only swatched it in the store to get my shade, and that is it. So we're gonna be testing it out and then wearing it for at least 8 hours today. We'll see. If you guys don't already know, I am very oily and I have very acne prone skin. So I am always looking for a foundation that is both full coverage and will keep my oils at bay. So that is like my two main things that I require from any foundation. So yeah, that is today's video. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Wednesday and post occasional bonus videos throughout the week. If you'd like to know if this foundation is worth your money, then please keep on watching. Okay, before we get into it, so this container is glass and clear and it is 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty standard for every foundation that I've bought thus far. It is supposed to have a matte finish, oil free. It doesn't say anything about the coverage, so we will find out. I bought this at Walmart. I think it was on sale. I bought this for $8.42, so I assume it's on sale because that's a weird number. It has a pump like so, which is something that I actually really appreciate. So before I prime, I just want to say that this side I will be using a beauty blender, and on this side I will be using a brush to see if there's better coverage one way or the other. Okay, so primer is on, and then before I add foundation, actually I'm going to powder it. I don't always do this, but I'm just gonna take the Coty Airspun and then just lightly press my face with a puff. This will just help keep your oils at bay a little longer because I want to see how long this can last when you do everything to make it last as long as possible. Okay, I'm gonna just put 1 pump onto my glass plate. For anyone that wants to know, I am in the shade M70 Sand Beige. Okay, so this is 1 pump on half of my face with a sponge. I'd say because I can still see this, that it would be like medium coverage, medium light coverage. I will say though that this is pretty matte, so I do like the finish of this. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 more pump and I'm going to be using my brush now. I always use my round kabuki brush. This is from Amazon. If people don't know, I always list my brushes, my entire brush collection in the description box below. So you can find this on Amazon. It's in like a brush kit. Okay, so this is 1 pump using a brush on this side. I do prefer it actually. If you just buff it out and like don't do patting motions, the finish is actually about the same. I'm gonna say that. But because I was able to grab more product and like really concentrate it where I have acne scarring, it stays put and really pushes it in so I can build coverage, whereas with the sponge, I feel like I couldn't build it as much. So I'm gonna say I like using a brush a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another pump of foundation and apply this with a brush all over my face just because this is not the coverage that I like. I'm gonna take some on the neck too because this isn't an exact match for me. Okay, so this is another layer of foundation. I'm just gonna take this beauty sponge and just really push it in. Okay, so the finish is actually quite matte. I don't think I've had a foundation this matte before other than my Estee Lauder. Like, I really like this. The coverage is still like medium buildable. I could probably do another layer of foundation, but I'm not going to. You can still see my darkness. I do have foundations that would cover this. You would still see like the texture, but as far as like discoloration, it would be gone. So the fact that you can still see the discoloration tells me that this is medium. So on our first impressions, I think this actually looks pretty good overall. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. Most of the time, I like to do my stuff off of camera when I'm doing a wear test, just because I wanna focus the video on just the wear test. But some people actually really like seeing people do the entire makeup look. So for this video, I will do my entire face on camera, but I will be quiet. So this is gonna be sped up and I will add some music to this. So just sit back and watch me put on some makeup. Okay, so my face is complete. Everything glided on really well. I didn't have any issues. And actually setting it with Coty Airspun and letting it sit like that actually did lighten up the foundation, so it does kind of match me a lot better now. So I just wanted to say that. So yeah, I'm gonna wear this around. I have a couple things that I need to do today, and I'll be walking my dogs and keeping myself busy. So I will check in around the 4-hour mark and let you see what's going on. So I will be back. Okay, so I got a little sidetracked. So it's actually the 5-hour mark right now. So it's gonna be really brief because I like this foundation. I have found a foundation from the drugstore that's not Maybelline that I actually like. Okay, zoomed on in. I mean, I'm a little shiny right here. That's pretty normal, but there's no breakage. There's no separation here. Like nothing's breaking up, nothing's bunching, nothing has worn off. I think other than right here, I am still pretty matte everywhere. So as far as what I've been doing, I did go outside. It is hot as hell outside. So I went outside, I walked my dogs, I did some chores around the house, I exercised downstairs. So I've done quite a bit of work. So yeah, the fact that it lasts throughout all that and I still look like this, I'm pretty happy. So yeah, that is the update for the 5-hour mark. I did want to make another note for another product. I tried this mascara. It is the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara. This is from my Ipsy bag, which is why it's so tiny. And I'm also doing kind of a wear test on this. So I wasn't able to review it for my Ipsy bag video, so I wanted to do it here. There's no transferring on my lower lashes. It stayed put. There's no like little specks, like little flakes like falling down onto my skin. So if anyone is wondering if the False Lashes Extreme Black mascara will smear on your lower lashes, for me it does not. So if you have the same skin type as me, like I said, I'm very oily, then you might want to consider getting this. So yes, this is the 5-hour mark. I will keep it around for maybe another 4 hours actually, since it does look pretty good and I do have somewhere to be in a little bit. So I thought I was going to take it off before I met up with a friend, but I might just keep it on the entire time. So I will update you shortly. Okay guys, it is officially the 9-hour mark. So in that time I've been outside, it's very hot, and I walked my dogs, I exercised a little bit, done just some, you know, random chores around the house. So I have been productive, and I gotta say this has held up pretty freaking well. My lipstick, however, did not hold up. So let me actually just apply something because this is not a good look. Okay, so I'm about to get pretty up close. As you can see, yes, I am quite shiny, but as far as like separating and like breaking up around the nose, it hasn't done that actually. So this held up actually pretty well, I'd say. I got some blotting sheets. Now mind you, I have not touched up at all. So this is after 9 hours. Ooh. Is that not as satisfying to you guys? Okay, so I used 2 blotting sheets, and this is how much I produced. And when I blotted, like, look how matte I look again. I didn't even have to powder or anything. Like, it looks fresh. Nothing broke up. Like, sometimes when you blot, it kind of like takes away the foundation, and it's like you'll see spots on my nose or like around my T-zone especially. That's not happening here. If you can see in my nose area, it has stayed put for the most part. Yeah, guys, this is a good foundation. It doesn't say whether or not this was supposed to actually last for 24 hours. So it lasted up for 9 for me. And even now that I blotted, I think I could keep going. Like this could be like a 10, 12-hour foundation. So yeah, let's do a quick overview. So the foundation itself is a medium coverage, I would say. As we saw before, like you could see a lot of my acne, discoloration, and my scarring. I would say it was medium buildable. It is easier to apply with a brush. Powder products I had no problem with. Oh, and also that mascara, the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black, it did not smear. So if anyone is interested in that mascara, it is very good. It's approved by me. I am pleasantly surprised by this. So if you don't want a full coverage like I usually do, you want just a medium, take it down, this is a pretty good foundation. I highly recommend it. I am very happy. And this just goes to show that you don't need high-end foundation or makeup products in general to have a good makeup day, okay? So many good finds at the drugstore. You just gotta test them out. Or better yet, let me test them out. So yeah, that is it for this video. Please let me know what other things you would like me to test to see if it is approved for both oily skin and acne prone skin. I think wear tests are one of my favorite, not to film, although it's not like horrible to film, let me just say that. It's just sometimes I like to make a look and then I wanna like take it off and move on with my day and not wear makeup. Whereas with this, I have to be prepared to wear it the whole day. But wear tests are one of my favorite things to actually watch, only because of my skin type and skin problems. I always wanna see how it settles on other people that are of the same skin type as me. So I hope I was helpful to you out there. Let me know in the comments what other types of videos you'd like to see, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!